Have you spent your whole life putting others first, especially your children? What if I told you that now is the perfect time to finally put yourself first? In today's video, we're diving into a powerful truth that many avoid talking about: why it's okay and necessary to stop being a servant to your grown children and start living the life you deserve in your golden years. Whether you're a senior seeking freedom or someone who loves one, this message will open your eyes and your heart. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content that empowers and inspires. Every stage of life. Your best years aren't behind you, they're just beginning. Let's explore why. Lesson 1. Your time is precious, reclaim it. As we grow older, many of us find ourselves caught in a familiar pattern, putting everyone else's needs before our own. For decades, you may have dedicated your life to raising children, supporting family, and keeping the household running smoothly. But now, in your golden years, it's time to ask yourself, whose life are you really living? Think about this. How often do you pause to consider your own happiness? How much of your time is spent doing what you truly want, rather than what others expect? These questions might feel uncomfortable, but they're necessary to begin reclaiming your life. For so long, you have been the caregiver, the helper, the steady support for your children and loved ones. And while that role brought meaning, it doesn't have to define every moment of your life forever. As your children grow and become independent, the dynamic should naturally shift, allowing you to focus on yourself. Reclaiming your time means setting healthy boundaries. It means gently but firmly saying no when requests drain your energy or limit your freedom. This isn't selfish, it's self-respect. Your time is one of your most valuable resources. When you start prioritizing it, you open doors to new experiences and joy that may have felt out of reach before. Imagine waking up and choosing your day not based on obligations, but on what truly excites or comforts you. Maybe it's spending an afternoon in the garden, joining a book club, or finally planning that trip you've dreamed about for years. These moments matter deeply because they feed your soul and remind you who you are outside of the roles you've played, but this change can feel difficult at first. There may be feelings of guilt or worry about disappointing your children. Ask yourself, is living a life that fulfills you selfish, or is it the foundation for stronger, happier relationships? When you honor your own needs, you model a powerful lesson to your children about self-love and balance. By reclaiming your time, you also nurture your health and well-being. Chronic stress and exhaustion often come from overcommitting to others. But when you protect your personal time, you reduce stress and create space for relaxation, hobbies, and social connections that uplift you. Here's a thought to consider. If you continue putting yourself last, what kind of future are you creating for yourself? And more importantly, what message does that send to your loved ones? When you start living for yourself, you're not abandoning your family, you're showing them how important it is to honor personal happiness at every age. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. We'll explore how embracing self-care isn't just a luxury, it's essential for living a joyful, healthy life in your later years. Remember, your time is precious, more precious than ever. You've earned the right to enjoy it fully. The question now is, are you ready to take that first step? Lesson 2. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. When we think about self-care, many of us immediately picture indulgent spa days or luxurious treats. But in reality, self-care is so much more than that. It's a vital practice for maintaining your health, happiness, and overall well-being, especially as you enter your golden years. If you've spent decades caring for others, putting their needs first, it's time to recognize that caring for yourself isn't just okay, it's essential. Why is self-care so important? Because your body and mind have been working hard all your life, often putting the needs of your children, family, or community above your own. Now, your well-being deserves just as much attention. When you nurture yourself, you're better equipped to enjoy life fully, face challenges with strength, and maintain the energy to do the things you love. Have you ever asked yourself, what would my life look like if I made my health and happiness a top priority? This question is powerful because it shifts the focus from sacrifice to restoration. When you take time to care for your emotional, physical, and mental health, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. Self-care doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. It can be as simple as taking a few quiet moments each day to breathe deeply, enjoying a walk outside, or prioritizing a good night's sleep. Small acts like these can drastically improve your mood, reduce stress, and even help prevent illnesses. Remember, your body and mind are interconnected. When you care for one, you care for the other. Many seniors feel guilty when they focus on themselves, believing that self-care is selfish or unnecessary. But here's the truth: you can't pour from an empty cup. When you neglect your own needs, your energy and joy diminish, making it harder to engage meaningfully with your family or hobbies. Self-care replenishes your spirit and helps you maintain independence and vitality. Think about this: if you don't take care of yourself, who will? This question encourages you to take ownership of your well-being instead of relying solely on others. It's a gentle reminder that self-care is an act of love for yourself and for those around you. Another important aspect of self-care is recognizing your limits and honoring them. Saying no when you need rest or support isn't a weakness, it's wisdom. It shows that you value your health and are committed to living your best life. Self-care also means nurturing your emotional health. Loneliness, anxiety, and depression can sometimes creep in during later years, especially if you've devoted much of your time to others. Engaging in social activities, seeking support when needed, or simply spending time on hobbies that bring you joy can be powerful ways to protect your emotional well-being. Remember, self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity for living well. It empowers you to reclaim your life, boost your confidence, and inspire those around you to do the same. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. We'll discover how embracing new passions and dreams can transform your life and bring renewed purpose in ways you might never have imagined. So ask yourself today, how can I show myself love and care in a way that strengthens my body, mind, and soul? Your journey to a happier, healthier you begins with a single step toward self-care, and that step is always worth taking. Lesson 3. Embrace new passions and dreams. One of the most beautiful gifts of growing older is the freedom to rediscover yourself. After years of fulfilling responsibilities and nurturing others, retirement or the later stages of life can open doors to a whole new world, one filled with fresh passions, exciting dreams, and endless possibilities. If you've ever thought that your best years are behind you, it's time to think again. Imagine waking up each day with something new to look forward to, whether it's painting, gardening, learning a musical instrument, or even traveling to places you've always wanted to see. Embracing new passions isn't just about passing time, it's about reigniting your spirit and filling your days with meaning. Why is this so important? Because pursuing passions keeps your mind sharp, your body active, and your heart full. It connects you to your creativity and curiosity, two powerful forces that can brighten any stage of life. When you engage in activities you love, you naturally feel more energized, optimistic, and motivated. Ask yourself this: what have I always wanted to try but never did because life got in the way? This question encourages a powerful reflection. Maybe it's something as simple as joining a dance class, writing a memoir, or volunteering for a cause close to your heart. Whatever it is, now is the perfect time to start. Starting a new passion doesn't require perfection or expertise. It's about the joy of learning, the thrill of discovery, and the satisfaction of creating something just for yourself. These experiences can bring a sense of accomplishment and pride that reminds you how vibrant life can be, no matter your age. Besides the personal fulfillment, engaging in new interests often leads to new friendships and social connections. Joining a club or group around your passion can introduce you to people who share your enthusiasm and enrich your social life. This sense of community is vital for emotional well-being and combats feelings of isolation that sometimes come with aging. It's also worth remembering that your dreams and passions don't have to fit anyone else's expectations. This is your journey. Whether your dream is big or small, practical or whimsical, it's valid and worthy of pursuit. What's holding you back from embracing these new experiences? Is it fear of failure, uncertainty, or simply not knowing where to begin? These feelings are natural but can be overcome by taking small, consistent steps forward. Each moment you dedicate to your passion adds up to a life filled with joy and purpose. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. We will explore how building mutual respect with your children can create harmony and support your journey toward a fulfilling and independent life. Remember, your story is still unfolding, and every new passion you embrace adds a vibrant chapter. So today, ask yourself, what dream can I start chasing right now that will bring excitement and joy to my life? Your adventure awaits, and it's never too late to begin. Lesson 4. Building mutual respect with your children. As we age, our relationships with our children naturally evolve. The little ones you once cared for have grown into adults, with their own lives, responsibilities, and dreams. This change can sometimes bring challenges, especially when the lines between support and servitude become blurred. One of the most important lessons to embrace in this phase of life is building mutual respect, a foundation that honors both your independence and your children's appreciation for it. Mutual respect means recognizing that both you and your children are individuals with needs, boundaries, and feelings that deserve acknowledgement. It's about creating a relationship where support flows both ways. Not one where you feel like a servant endlessly catering to others' demands. Have you ever wondered, what would our family life look like if respect was the cornerstone of every conversation and decision? This simple question can transform the way you communicate and interact. When respect replaces obligation, relationships grow stronger and healthier. Setting boundaries is a key part of fostering mutual respect. It might feel uncomfortable at first to say no or to express your own needs clearly, especially if you've spent a lifetime putting others first. But boundaries aren't walls, they're bridges to better understanding and balance. When you communicate your limits calmly and kindly, your children are more likely to understand your perspective and respect your independence. This honesty encourages them to see you not just as a parent or caregiver but as a whole person with your own dreams, needs, and rights. Respect is also about listening, truly listening, to your children's views and feelings without judgment. When both sides feel heard and valued, conflicts decrease, and cooperation flourishes. It's a two-way street that requires patience and empathy. Think about this. How often do I pause to listen deeply to my children's feelings while also expecting them to listen to mine? Reflecting on this can reveal opportunities for growth in your relationships. Remember, mutual respect doesn't mean giving up support or love, it means loving in a way that uplifts both you and your children. It creates space for you to live freely while still being connected. In practice, building mutual respect can look like sharing your goals and desires openly, inviting your children to understand your journey toward living for yourself. It can also mean negotiating roles and responsibilities in the family that honor everyone's needs. The benefits of mutual respect go beyond family harmony. They reinforce your self-worth, boost confidence, and reduce feelings of resentment or burnout. When respect is present, you feel empowered to say yes to yourself without guilt. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. We will explore how creating your own legacy of joy can inspire future generations and enrich your life in ways you never imagined. So today, ask yourself, how can I nurture a relationship with my children built on respect, understanding, and love? The answer may open the door to a more peaceful and fulfilling chapter in your life. Lesson 5. Creating your own legacy of joy. As we journey through life, many of us think about the legacy we'll leave behind. Often, this legacy is imagined as material things or accomplishments. But there's a far more meaningful legacy you can create, one rooted in joy, freedom, and the way you live your life. This is your chance to build a legacy that reflects your true self, inspires those around you, and brings fulfillment in your golden years. Creating your own legacy of joy means focusing on how you live, not just what you leave behind. It's about choosing happiness, peace, and purpose every day. After years of dedicating yourself to your children and others, you have the power to model a life that celebrates self-love, courage, and authenticity. Why is this important? Because your example influences not only your children but also grandchildren, friends, and your wider community. When you live joyfully and on your own terms, you teach others that happiness isn't something to wait for, it's something to embrace now. Take a moment to ask yourself, what kind of legacy do I want to leave? Is it one of sacrifice and obligation, or one of joy, freedom, and fulfillment? This question invites deep reflection. It challenges you to shift from living for others to living for yourself, and in doing so, creating a ripple effect of positivity. Building a legacy of joy doesn't mean ignoring responsibilities or relationships. Instead, it means nurturing your own happiness alongside caring for those you love. It's about finding balance, living fully while also giving back in ways that feel meaningful to you. One beautiful way to create this legacy is by pursuing passions and activities that bring you joy and sharing those experiences with loved ones. Whether it's storytelling, art, gardening, or simply living each day with gratitude, these joyful moments become the memories and lessons you pass on. Remember, legacy is also about mindset. Choosing optimism, resilience, and kindness every day shapes the way others see the world and how they choose to live. Your attitude toward aging, independence, and happiness can inspire those around you to embrace their own journeys with hope and courage. Ask yourself, how can I live today so that my life becomes a beacon of joy and inspiration for future generations? This reflection encourages intentional living, helping you focus on what truly matters. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. We will explore practical ways to turn this vision into reality, simple actions that bring lasting joy and meaning to your life. In the end, creating your own legacy of joy is a gift to yourself and to the world. It's proof that no matter your age, you hold the power to live with purpose and leave a positive mark that lasts far beyond material things. So, start today by choosing joy. Embrace your freedom. Celebrate your journey. Your legacy is waiting to be written, and it can be the most beautiful chapter yet. Conclusion. Thank you for joining me today and exploring these powerful lessons on living for yourself in your golden years. If this video has inspired you even a little to start reclaiming your time, practicing self-care, or embracing new passions, I'd love to hear your thought. What part resonated with you the most? Or, what changes are you excited to make in your life? Your feedback not only motivates me but also helps create a supportive community where we can all grow and thrive together. So please, drop a comment below and share your story or questions. And if you found value here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content tailored just for you. Your journey to a joyful, empowered life starts now.